I've got a birthday shout out for Maggie, a great outsider celebrating a special day today. Have a great birthday, Maggie. And I hope she has a better day than President Joe Biden. Because it seems that despite the big news of the week being Donald Trump's mugshot photo shoot in Georgia, something which Democrats figured would be a slam dunk, I mean, you could hear them all saying, "Hey, we've got him now. Take that, Trump." Well, it turns out Joe Biden is the one who is attracting the boos of an ungrateful nation. How ungrateful can they be? It's almost like people in America don't appreciate the roaring success of Bidenomics, which has seen prices in the U.S. go up by 16.9%, and Americans' annual energy bills climbed by more than $2,000. Now, this was just the start of a bizarre driveway press conference the president held at the multi-million-dollar Lake Tahoe compound of a billionaire climate investor where the Bidens have been hiding out for the last week or so. Listen to this when Joe Biden was asked about Donald Trump's mugshot.
I did see it on television.
What'd you think?
Handsome guy. Wonderful guy.
Handsome guy. Okay, well, that was very gracious of him. But then there was this.
Okay.
How are you looking, Tom? I'll tell you, if I had your biceps, I'd feel better.
Handsome guy, nice biceps. Gosh, is Joe trying to tell us something? Well, that hair sniffing was just an act. Anyway, next he'll be telling us all about Corn Pop's six-pack abs. But things got more serious when the president was asked about this new COVID scariant. Not scariant, I meant variant that seems to have, shall we say, certain people concerned.
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for new vaccine that is necessary.
New vaccine funding that's necessary, and it works. Okay, Mr. President, I can't believe election season is here already. But it is very interesting comparing Joe Biden, who doddered through some weird semantics while being booed in the driveway of his borrowed holiday house, and the reaction to Donald Trump, who just a few hours prior to that incident was booked in and released from an Atlanta jail and was able to deliver these much more coherent remarks.
Really believe this is a very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you're going to have a very dishonest election. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before. This is their way of campaigning. And this is one instance, but you have three other instances. It's election interference.
Indeed, it is quite something seeing the reactions in some quarters to Donald Trump's arrest and booking. And I suspect that the decision of Fulton County prosecutor Fannie Willis to go through the motions of making Trump take a mugshot will go down in history as one of the great own goals for the Democrat Party. Because while all the Trump haters may think that the mugshot, the photo, instantly became an icon for all of the people who like Donald Trump, and also for the situation that we have where he is now being portrayed quite correctly as a martyr to a corrupt political system that is trying to put him in jail while letting the corrupt ruling family, the Bidens, walk free. And note that in Georgia, they're accusing him of being a criminal. This is what the case is all about, for questioning an election and trying to find votes. But of course, that is exactly what Democrats do every single time a Republican wins the presidency. Remember in 2000 when Al Gore and his lawyers fought all the way to the Supreme Court to try to keep George W. Bush from being president. That, of course, wasn't treated as a crime or an organized political conspiracy. That was, defending democracy, I guess they would have said. So the point of all this, and the mugshot, and the court appearance, well, was to humiliate Trump and demoralize his supporters. But in fact, the early evidence is that it is having just the opposite effect. Trump, as unlikely a martyr as he is now being seen by many as a martyr, and as this voter suggested.
You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades, make up charges and put them, so I know Trump is innocent. I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tiered justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. Oh, it's a bunch of bull. It's going around the country. Fannie Willis, she went to school with my sister. She was full of shit.
Do you think it's going to help his election?
Of course it is. It's going to elevate him all the way. I think we should make Trump king. That's how I feel.
Gosh, I guess our friend here didn't get the memo from Joe Biden. Remember this?
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The fact is, though, it doesn't matter what your race is or even whether or not you want Trump to be the next president. To see that what is taking place in America these past few months has been an absolute disgrace. Even, dare I say, un-American.